So please give our comedians respect. Please don't call out. Understand that a lot of questions are rhetorical. That means when they ask them, shut the fuck up. We've got a lot of comedians. They're doing 5-minute sets. So, and it's a wide array of different kinds of comedians. So you may see some material or things that may trigger you or in a way, but remember that at the end is going to come a joke. That's what we're doing here. Nobody is out to hurt you. We're all here to have a good time and enjoy ourselves. Everything is a joke. We're a family here. We love you. I've curated this lineup myself, so every comedian, that's a testament to who I am, and if you don't like any of them, that means you don't like me, and I can't have that. I've got big golden retriever energy, and I can't be a bad guy in anybody's. That's just against who I am. A little bit about myself, just so you guys know. I'm Dan Madonia. I'm going to be your host. I'm not really a host. That's not who I am in nature. I'm more of a Sherpa. I'm going to guide you guys through this process, where some may die off, but we will have their bodies to slide down the mountain when it's all said and done. And everything gets easier as those people fall off, right? So it's going to be survival. We're going to have a good time. I enjoy you guys. It's going to be a party field. We're going to get. If you ever have to get up, if you feel like you have to go to the bathroom, please just wait until I'm on stage to do it. Okay? Don't do it during any of the comedians or anything. Just please disrespect me and no one else. That's it. I'm good at. I can take abuse. I'm really good. My mom was a dominatrix. It's true. Yeah, which sucks if you're a bad kid. Yeah, my friends would get the belt or the spoon. I went to Vietnam. I was in the shit. You know how hard it is to have a safe word with your own mother? It was grandma. Calling grandma. Yeah, my mom supports it. My dad's a stand-up comedian. So when a porn star and a stand-up comedian have sex just one time, that's how you end up with this Stepsons of Anarchy looking thing in front of you. That's how that math works out. And I mentioned my dad's a comedian. You guys are a cool group. I can let you guys know who my dad is. My dad is Ellen DeGeneres. So that's right. Pops taught me everything I know. How to tell a joke, how to dance, how to eat a pussy. Everything you wish your dad had taught you as a child, right? 'Cause you don't need to know how to throw a football if you already know how to eat a pussy, right? It's the only reason anybody does that shit. Okay, I like you guys. You're having good. We feeling good. We feeling pumped. We're ready for a good show. All right, I'm gonna be back here so often. So get comfortable with this fucking face, all right? Because it's gonna be here a lot. I'm so glad you guys are all here. Please give a lot of energy to all our comics. Please laugh hard and enjoy yourselves. I'm Dan Madonia. Everybody, let's start clapping right now. Let's get our energy going. And let's keep it going for Kenny Reed.
He said that it was the extension of himself. I'm the black person. That is extension of him. Okay? Just off rip, he wants us to know this is DEI, right? All across the board. So I grew up really pro-black. I did. Like, it was permeating through everything that I ate, right? I wouldn't eat Cocoa Puffs with whole milk for like 3 years, okay? I couldn't mix the brown with the white. I didn't like that. Because you know what happens to your milk when you mix the brown with the white? Your milk becomes Williamsburg, and I couldn't. Harriet Tubman didn't die for me to have a gentrified breakfast, you know what I'm saying? Right? It's just not how it worked. I took it so seriously, especially when I was in college. I went super hard when I was in college. I remember being in class, and I was like, y'all ever notice that we don't celebrate Malcolm X's birthday, but we celebrate Martin Luther King's? Seems that we only like black people when they're assimilating to whiteness. My teacher said, Kenneth, this is intro to ceramics. What the fuck? I said, we got clay from slaves. Nah. I went super hard, man. I went super hard. I even listened to like positive black rap for a little while. It's terrible. Okay? It's awful. We can say it. And like positive rap is cool for like 3 songs, and then after that, I start to miss the violence. Okay? Just a little bit, because I can listen to a positive rap song or anything featuring Common, and I could be like, don't kill your brother, turn the other cheek. But deep down, I'm like, shoot his ass. Why he disrespected you, bro? We gotta do what our ancestors said and get rich without trying. Nah. Despite my controversial opinions on black people, but I'm actually a dean at a high school. Yeah. And what that means is that kids come to me with their emotional concerns because they trust me, and they shouldn't. Because when they see emotional turmoil and challenges, I see jokes I can tell strangers. You see, when they come to my office, they're sad, but when they leave, they're still sad, but I'm inspired. And it's hard being an educator and a comic because I'm funny at the wrong times. Like recently, I had a girl come into my office, she was hallucinating. It was the first time smoking weed. Now, I know what you're thinking, rookie move. And she was like, Mr. Reed, I can't feel my face. I'm hearing voices, can you help me? And I was like, who's Mr. Reed? She said, Mr. Reed, I said, I'm funny. If I gonna die, I said, no, you're already dead. Nothing is real. A lot of people ask me why I decided to work with teenagers, and the answer is very simple. Their fights are way more entertaining, right? Because I don't know if you ever work with little kids. When little kids fight, the adults come together and we try to like help those kids be friends again. But when teens fight, my staff talks about who won, right? That's important. Like I'll be in the principal's office watching the video. Like I'm not gonna lie, Shanice got hands. Told Maya to stop talking shit. Somebody got her ass. No. Sometimes I pull the kids to the side. I'm just like, hey dog, you gotta get them back. You can't go out like that. No. I also see a lot of bullying as a dean, and I spend a great deal of my time laughing at those kids too. I do. Some kids need to be bullied. Not all of them. There are some exceptions, okay? Like if you are 16 and your favorite thing to talk about is mustard, I don't know. Okay? I can't help you. Like I'm not gonna allow the kids to beat you up, but I am gonna help them give you a nickname, you know? We all gonna be at graduation like, yo, it's our boy Dijon up there. So proud of him. I'm about to turn 32. My birthday's next month. Thank you. I'm getting old though. I know I'm getting old because I'm coming more introspective with age, right? Like I got to start playing Call of Duty, and I started using the things that I learned to help me play the game, right? I got to a level that I just couldn't beat, and after my 5th try, I was like, this isn't worth my peace. I can't pour from an empty cup. My boys were like, Kenny, did you beat the game? I said, nah, dog. I beat my demons. The real Call of Duty was a duty to myself, bro. Y'all not listening for real. That's my time. I'm kidding.
It's great. I don't know if you guys know this, but you could actually review this show on Google. Did you know that I legally have to say that? That's the deal. I don't give a shit about reviews at all. Apparently, in order to sell tickets, yeah. So if anybody's interested in having a drink right now, it would be a good time to raise your hand. So I got some people coming in from the back with some food and some drink right now. Who's interested? Yeah. I see hands. Don't be shy. We're fucking here. I can see all of your faces. Like, don't be shy. I know who you are. This is the most. He has a mimosas come in. Like I said, I want you guys to be comfortable. Like, especially when I'm here. When I'm here, just like fart, do whatever you gotta do. Like, let it rip. Like, be comfortable. Or don't fart. That's what makes you comfortable. Like, I don't know. That's a compliment to the chef. My house, I hear. I am married. I love my wife. We just bought a house. We got a that's right. It's weird though, but people will talk shit to you about your house right to your face when you. People will, seriously. I bought a house. Somebody came over. They were visiting. They were like, "Wow, how did you get this?" hard to find a wife that works harder than I do. She gets everything that she wants. She's a princess. No, our house is awesome. I love our house. The thing I don't like about our house are appliances. Appliances are the worst. They say it right in the middle of appliances. It's a lie. It's all a lie. Every appliance is just a lie. It is. I have a home printer. The only thing I've ever printed is 600 test pages. I have printed 600 pages of little squiggly lines that say the ink cartridge is lined up. They're all lies. They're all lies. Every single one of them. Appliances, they're a lie. They're a lie. I have a dishwasher. I have to completely wash my dishes before putting them into the dishwasher. What does the dishwasher do? It's a lie. It's all, they're just lying to you all the time. Like, if I'm ever told I only have 1 minute to live, I want it to be, the time to be measured by my washer machine's ending cycle. Because that is an eternity. That is the longest 1 minute in the existence of minutes. All lies. It's all lies. No wonder why housewives have trust issues. They're just sitting there being lied to all the time by every single appliance. It's there. Okay, guys, we having a good time? Everybody got some emotions? Okay, let's get that energy up. Let's feel good. Let's feel good. Let's get those hands together. The ones that aren't with mimosas in the hands. Don't spill, please. Please get your hands together. Please give it up for your next comedian. Keep it going for Maximilian Spinelli.
It's electric in here. Okay, yeah. If they're still passing stuff around, I'll take like an Adderall. They're giving those out. Hi, how are you? I'm so excited to hang out. I feel so safe in your arms already. Hi, how are you? I just saw The Odyssey. Incredible. I won't do any spoilers. It's only been around for 3,000 years. In a word, though, epic. I'll say it. Pretty good. That story's got legs. Incredible. I am a proud AMC Stubs member, though, so the highlight of any movie-going experience is they have the Coca-Cola freestyle machine, the magic, our last great technological innovation. You know what I'm talking about? The one that's just you're in Minority Report, and you're just like, every soda in the world. And I'm like, yeah, I don't even drink soda. I'm like, yeah, so I should do a little bit of root beer with a little bit of, yeah, Mr. Pibb. Yeah, get Orange Power, get Orange Power. It's the only time I'll feel like a true alchemist in my days, and it's beautiful. And I like to imagine that it's not technology at all, that there's actually just like a little guy in there. And I'm trying to trip him up. I'm like, Mr. Pibb, Mr. Pibb, Mr. Pibb! Spark! I think I have undiagnosed ADHD. I just downloaded a $30 PDF off of Instagram, and then I never opened it. My phone is a fucking minefield. I have so many little puzzle games. This new one that I've logged, I'm 129 levels deep on a game on my phone where, for hours, I will unscrew screws from various shapes. Are we familiar? Yeah, Screwland? You spent some time? You did 2 tours in Screwland 3D? Yeah, I said, oh yeah, I remember. Thank you for your service. This is me, the little cats, all the different colors, and yeah, I just need a yellow screw, and that'll be okay. Does anybody have any questions? I am engaged. I'm betrothed. Stop. You brought it up. I'm embarrassed. I am engaged. My fiance, she's Puerto Rican. I know. Can you believe she's a woman? You'll never figure me out. Stop trying. Don't put me in a box. I might want to fuck it. Even the algorithm can't figure me out. I was on TikTok, and first of all, I forgot they were filming this. I wish I didn't wear this Cat Wizard TikTok shop shirt. I'm wearing an $8 t-shirt. They've got 3 4K angles. Make sure you get my little guy from every angle. TikTok shop. I got an ad on TikTok shop for a muscle shirt for masked lesbians. I'm on my FYP, and there's just this handsome woman being like, listen up, masks, and I'm like, okay. And she's wearing a cool shirt. I would wear it. And she's just like, when you're a girl, notice how I'm making my voice deeper to do lesbian? When your girl sees you in this shirt, she's not gonna be able to keep her hands off you. And I'm just like, but am I masked though? You know what I mean? Where are the shirts for the regular lesbians? I just want to be seen online. We've been together for 4.5 magical years. It's crazy how things change over time. And I like to go from the bed-wise, not like sexually. I just like full-size bed is what we started in. She would stay over, we fall asleep, cuddle. 4.5 years later, we live together, king-size bed. I don't know if she's in the bed. I don't know if she's there. I don't see her. Fuck, I don't know if she's there. I'm like, good night, I'll see you next week. It doesn't help that she has this ritual before bed every night where she takes all the pillows in the house and she starts by building a little wall in between us, and I'm like, okay, well, I won't take that personally. And then she starts entombing myself, and that's when I realize I've slept next to the mummy Imhotep, and she's putting one over her fucking head. There's scarabs crawling around. I'm like, Jesus Christ. She puts her hand through the hole. She puts 2 gold coins on my eyes. Through the river Styx. Good night, Maxie. I've always known it was going to be her, though, ever since the beginning. Because when we used to stay at her place, she had this full-length mirror next to her bed. Has anybody ever made eye contact with themselves? Because I've never felt a connection like that. All right, I'm Max. I'll see you at home. Bye. Thanks, Comedy Social.
Comedy Social. So guys, like, I don't know if you noticed, I'm not giving anybody, I'm not like hyping anybody up beforehand. I'm not like, you've seen this person on HBO, or because when they come up, they'll know, right? Like, if you've seen the person, you've seen them, right? That's the deal. This next person you've seen, no. no. But if I do want to let you guys know some information, I'll let you guys in on stuff, but after. That way, they get to tell them themselves first, right? You know, like, I'll give them the chance to go and play. I'm super excited that you guys are here. Like, this is being filmed. This is live stream. You guys are here. You're live. You're in the experience. You're real humans experiencing a thing. You're in real fucking life. Fucking 3D presences, not behind a fucking screen, but we want to thank the people that do watch behind the screen as well. We appreciate that. But honestly, it wouldn't be worth it without you guys that are here. So thank you guys for being here. I will continue to supple your penises throughout the day and rub your aerial eye. Whatever really gets you in the mood. I'm here to do that for you. As your shirt. That's my duty. Okay, so let's get that energy going. Let's feel really good. Your next comedian, keep it going for Eddie Grill.
Hi, everybody. Pretty good, thanks. I am so addicted to my phone. The other day, I woke up with my phone in my hand. And when I was younger, I used to wake up with my dick in my hand. And now I got my phone, so I should take a picture of my dick and then I'll feel like getting it. commercials nowadays, they tell you all the things that it doesn't do. And then it's a waste to get it. Like Itch Away would be a salve. Itch Away, you're stuck on a bus, it's Itch Away. In the park, it's Itch Away. Itch Away may cause issue. I'm looking over here because I wrote it down. Because I just wrote this the other day. I just found out. When I was a little kid, I wrote this. My neighbor upstairs and I used to play hockey. We didn't do anything sexual. We just overcharged each other for prescription drugs. Yay. Who would have ever thought that Gary Oldman would outlive Henny Youngman? You know who never settled for anything? The Settlers. I like that word. I saw a sign the other day on a place that said salsa. So I went in, and there was none. Just people dancing. I have a shower cabinet. That's a guy that comes in and tells you which bowl to put the soap in. I wonder what came first, the chicken salad sandwich or the egg salad sandwich? I'm provolone, but I'm anti-pasta. Well, anyway, to make a long story short, you guys have been terrific. Thank you.
Or you want the inside gossip on that one? That's my dad. Porn stuff. You don't have to over-explain. It's okay.
I feel I did.
Yeah, we got more drinks coming in right now. I'll tell another joke in the meantime, right? Taylor's wearing her Michael Jordan Tar Heels jersey right now. It's an interesting choice. I'm actually the Michael Jordan of manslaughter. Michael Jordan was a basketball player in the 90s at championship level, widely revered as the best. I'm toxic. I love basketball because I'm tall. It's just a physical advantage I have over people. That's why I play. I'm also good at battleship too. I can see over. There's just some certain genetic disadvantages. Those weren't jokes that I wrote. I'm just thinking about it right here. I'm sorry. Sometimes I'll just stress and have a laugh, but it's confusing when there's just food being served in front of me. But like, tell them a really good joke and keep them up. No, what about some food? Just bullshit a little bit. Bullshit. You can bullshit. Feel safe to bullshit with these people. I'm bullshit. You guys, okay? We're having a good time though. Let's get those hands together. Let's feel good. Our next comedian comes to the stage. Keep it going for Carol Montgomery.
Well, guess what? I just recently turned 68 years old. Thank you. I know there's a lot of younger women here going, wow, you look so good for your age. What is the secret? We have a skin regimen, and I'm going to share it with you. It's semen. Seriously. As much as you can. But young semen, not old semen. Because old semen's dry after water. I talk about my age a lot. I assume that I am the oldest person in the room. Am I correct? No? How old are you, darling? Too old to tell. And she's using the semen too. But I'm assuming everyone's in their 20s and their 30s, the ladies, yes? Yes? Can I give you some advice? How old are you, lady? Okay, I'm going to talk to you. And this is for everyone. You're beautiful. Do not change a thing. Do not listen to the outside voices. You know what I'm talking about? You know, the media and fashion and makeup and all that bullshit. Do not. When I was 26, I thought I was fat, I thought I was ugly, and I thought I was stupid. I know. And now I'm 68 and I looked up pictures of myself at 26. I'm like, I was adorable. I should have blown everyone. That is my advice to all the ladies. Blow everyone. Listen to what I'm saying. Get the yacht. You understand what I'm saying? Get the fucking yacht! I'm a feminist. Get the yacht! And knee pads, because later on your knees are going to really hurt when you're on age. What drives me crazy is because so many young women feel the need, even being young, to look younger, and that's because we worship celebrities. Do we all? You know that, right? This country is so bad. You know the one I hate the most is Gwyneth Paltrow. Can we talk about her? Do we hate Gwyneth Paltrow? Yeah. Do you want to punch her in the fucking thin twig of a throat that she has? Do you know what she's doing? Because she passes this shit on to young women. Okay, so here's the newest thing she's doing. She's doing a thing called rectal ozone therapy. And what you say to that? Rectal ozone therapy. Okay. All right. Now, I don't want to say, why is she paying money for this? She already has assistants to blow smoke up her ass. And I don't like her. But I do know that I have something that she could do that would save so much money. Go to ShopRite, can of beans, 79 cents. There's your fucking rectal ozone therapy. And people are like bewitched by this woman. It just drives me crazy. She did a YouTube video thing, and of course I watched it, and now of course all I see on my fucking socials are her. But the young guy was so funny. He goes, "You're just so thin, because thin's so important. You're just so thin. What's the secret?" And she goes, "I do intermittent fasting. Do we know about intermittent fasting?" She goes, "I start the day off with a bowl of soup." First of all, it's not soup. It's bone broth. That's not soup. We know soup. Cream, butter, potato, cheese. That's soup. And then I end the day with a plate of steamed vegetables. And I swear to you, she's looking in the camera. Her eyes are looking in the camera going, "I'm so hungry." And she has that website, Goop, where she sells her bullshit items. Do you know that, Goop? Okay. Do you know about candle? Okay. You guys know about candle? Okay, I will tell you. She sells a candle for $100. $100. And the name of the candle is Gee, this smells like my vagina. Why spend $100 on a candle for a romantic evening with my husband for $100? Let's just set the scene. I'm in lingerie. No, I'm wearing like yoga pants and a t-shirt with pizza on it because I get hungry when I'm fucking don't judge me. If I light that candle, right, when my husband walks in and he goes, "Yeah, it smells like my vagina." I'm gonna have to fucking kill them and you know what, quit me. Thank you so much for listening.
She is the creator of Women's Surfing Special.
It's actually screaming everywhere.
Everywhere, it's streaming everywhere. So that's cool. Like us, like Comedy Social, she's platforming people, and that's what we're here to do. Support live comedy, support everybody, support even you. While we're in a good mood, let's keep that energy going. Let's get those hands together. Our next comedian, let's keep it going for Mike Kaplan.
Thank you so much. Let's keep it going for Mike Kaplan. Thank you. I'm going to move this over here, but don't worry. By the end of my set, I'll put it back over here. I call it Chekhov's mic stand. I thought that joke would be for people just on their phones, not in the room, but great. Thank you so much. There's also people on their phones in the room. So I did bring some water, some liquid up here because it's been smoky. I don't know if we're in New York City. And it's been smoky. I saw a guy smoking outside a couple days ago, and I'm like, a little bit of a hat on a hat. You know what I mean? Just open up your mouth, open up your lungs. You know what I mean? I I love that this is the afternoon. It's the afternoon. I love an afternoon show. This next bit for now is what I call older man incorrectly using younger slang. I stan an afternoon show. I mog an afternoon. It's giving afternoon show. Afternoon skibbity. You know what I mean? I don't know. If you don't know what the word skibbity means, that's correct. You know, that's it means it's good or it's bad or nothing. That's what I looked it up. The dictionary says, and they give you a sample sentence for skibbity. If you don't know what skibbity means, here it is in a sentence. This is in the dictionary online where anybody can put anything. This is what it says, and it's true. I'm not making this up. Somebody else did. It says, skibbity, 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 said the 7-year-old kicking a soccer ball. Now we all know what skibbity means. So, as in Skibbity Riz or Ohio, or of course the OG toilet. Imagine this set 5 years ago and be like, what happened to our society? You know what I mean? Like, what is language? What are words? Let's get started with my comedy. I'm very funny, but I started smoking weed when I was 25, and I didn't like it. I didn't like it when I first smoked it, but I kept trying it just to make sure I still didn't like it. And you know what I like? I like an edible. When the pandemic began, I started smoking edibles. And smoking edibles, everybody, I want you to get all the jokes. That's you don't smoke edibles. That's the funny part of that one. Okay, so I'm not going to explain them all, but my last name is Kaplan, so I can help you with your SATs. Now, the point is, everybody, and you're all SAT very well right now. That means sad. Okay, so you're all sitting, sad in the past tense. I'm not going to do them all, but one time I was heckled by a lady who just said focus. Anyway, so now she's my mentor. We're doing fine. You know, after I do shows, people come up to me and they're like, "Wow, I also have ADHD," and I'm like, "I didn't say anything." You know what I mean? I have no diagnosis. This is on purpose. Anyway, so the point is, I like eating an edible because you don't smoke an edible. Eating it's so incredible how the edible industry has overtaken the language. You have to be like an expert in linguistics to not get high if you don't want. It used to be, is this edible? You can eat it. Is this an edible? Is it inedible? You understand? Like, what is it? I want it in me. I want an edible in. And yeah, you can't put an inedible in. You know, you want an edible in. And I'm like, I'm gonna die. You know what I mean? I'm going to die. So at the beginning of the pandemic, I really didn't love weed because I would do weed like in the wrong situation with people. You know, I'd be at a party and they'd be like, "You want some weed?" And I'm like, "I like friends," you know. And so I would have some weed into my body. You know how I'm very good at it. I have it into my body, and the regular way people say things. I'm not an alien trying to fit in. I have weed into my body, and then it would be in there, and then people would come at me with questions that were very difficult, like, "How are you?" And I'd be like, "What are you talking about? I gotta get out of here." You know? And they're like, "You seem okay," and I'm like, "I'm not," you know. So, but at home, just with my girlfriend. I have a girlfriend. I don't have her. She's not in a cage. Free-range girlfriend, and she's a locally sourced vegan, gluten-free girlfriend. That's a GFGF. And so I was just me and my girlfriend at home, like locked in, you know, sheltering in place. You guys remember all the synonyms. And so a synonym is a word that you guys get it. There's not. I call them word twins. That's a synonym for synonym. Anyway, so it's a fraternal word twin because they're not the same. And I have just gotten the light, which means it is time for me to start my set. Now, I'll tell you this last thing. And then I'm gonna tell you 3 things. So here's just 4 things, but if you don't get them, then I'll do 17 more things. So it's really on you to see if I'm the rest of the show. So I started eating edibles and weed edibles. I started eating weed edibles because I just had a bunch of them around. Because every once in a while, after a comedy show, someone would give me a vegan weed edible. And then, let me just repeat that. After a comedy show, sometimes people would give me vegan weed edibles or they'll buy my merch. Anyway, the point is, we're gonna edit that one out. It's going out live. Now, so, final 3 jokes, everyone. Pencils down. I do feel like my vibe is like substitute teacher who really does want to get through the material. Now, you thought you were gonna goof off and watch a movie, but I know what chapter you're on. Okay, my 3 shortest jokes. Here they are. Get ready. It's gonna come quick. Number 1, coffee, not my cup of tea. That's that one. Number 2, minimalism. I like it a lot. That's that one. Number 3. I went on a hand job interview and I blew it. So they told me I was overqualified. Thank you so much. Have a great afternoon.
It's great. I love when I just
right now we're at the phase where like everywhere is a dispensary. Like, right? Like anywhere you are, and, like me and my dad, we went to a dispensary the other day, and I was like, this place is really familiar. And have we been here before? And he's like, yeah, this is your grandma. So like everywhere is just selling weed. Walk out till you got it. All right, guys, you ready to have more show? Ready? All right, let's keep it going for your next comedian, Victoria Lang.
Hello. Okay, so I'm Victoria Lang. I do musical comedy, and today I have a song. Is that okay that I do that? Fabulous. Okay, so this song it's a little bit interesting. It's love letters between Charlie Kirk and Candace Owens. Yes, and I like to pretend. I would like you to pretend that I'm Erica finding these letters. How about that? Right? So without further ado, here we go. How does that sound? Good? Dear Charlie, it's me, Candy. I have been trying to find a way. I've got to tell you something. Here's my plan. We stage your assassination. You could live with me. It'd have to be in my basement. We could make it real comfy. And we wouldn't have to fake it. That Erica's a fucking lame. She doesn't listen to Kanye. I heard she was secretly Jewish. When you get with me, you will feel brand newish. The world doesn't have to know. Some people think you're a homo, but not me. I love your small lips and acne. I wanna take you home so you can crack me. Yeah. Dear Charlie Kirk, you could live in my basement. Hell yeah, dear Charlie Kirk. Now I'm Charlie. Candace, for the last time, even though you are my baby. I have a wife, stop texting me after midnight. I love you too, I'll find you in another life. And keep this note by my bedside. My candy queen, my wife Erica is mean to me. Dear girl, it's me, Charlie. I think that we should pick a day. I wanna be in a 10 at a college, talking to dudes with small dicks. Yeah, it's kind of a thing. I wanna make a big impression. I'm talking traumatizing. And then we'll wait a couple days. My wife will be busy getting paid. Did you know she actually has a thing for small dicks? Candace, I hope you have a thing for small dicks too. 'Cause that's what I'm working with. I'm a shower, not a grower. And this is as big as it gets. Dear Charlie, I love you anyway. People also think that I'm gay. I let a girl eat my ass in college. Now the only harm that I want is yours. Yeah, Charlie Kirk talk. And now we're fucking in my basement. Hell yeah, Charlie Kirk talk. It's Candace and Charlie on a unicorn. If you look hard enough, you can find the porn of Charlie Kirk. Everybody! Hell yeah, it's Candace and Charlie on a unicorn. If you look hard enough, it's worse than porn. It's Charlie Kirk. Getting his head blown off on the internet. Oh no. Thank you. I'm Victoria Lang. You can find me on Instagram if you like that at Victoria Does Comedy. It's even weirder over there. Thank you.
Victoria Lang, everybody. See, like I said, it's a wide variety. We're getting a lot of things up here, right? Like, what have we covered so far? Because there's going to be a test after. I hope you guys got the two after from my Catholic. Yes. Oh my goodness. It's so wonderful having you guys here. We're going to keep the energy going. This is lovely. You guys are wonderful. Let's keep it going for your next comedian. Give it up for Danny Caravano!
Thank you. I'm 48. I've been crushing it on TikTok. Apparently these kids fuck with me for real. Type shit. It's just at a certain point I wonder, are these kids only following me for my screen name? Fentanyl 67 unemployment. Can't tell. I do love one thing about TikTok. I think it's gonna save me a ton of money. Because being on TikTok, it makes me feel young. And now, I'm not even gonna have to bother with the big life crisis. Because we all know the big life crisis, it requires a certain amount of money and status. First thing you gotta do is buy a sports car. And then after that, we all know, you gotta bang the secretary. And it's like, how can I do that if I am the secretary? What choice do I have left? To have sex with ChatGPT again? Oh, don't tell me I'm the only one who makes chat call him king, alright? A couple of fellas gotta update their settings. I think it's kind of great one thing about being older. You had a whole other life 20 years ago. Like, I used to be a high school teacher way before social media. And I'm so happy for that, because I couldn't imagine teaching math today. All the kids check my Instagram. Everybody knows that I cosplay. That can't be good. Because I feel like you respect your teachers only for one reason, and it's because you don't know anything about them. And that's why I'm glad I don't teach today, because for me, like, Twitter is the craziest. Because when you post, it's also telling people where you were and which day it was. Could you imagine that? If all of my students knew where I was on January 6th? They're like, wow, teachers really are heroes. I was a math teacher, and this is my one political statement, okay? The reason why I quit being a math teacher is I realized I was weaponizing paper. I give you a test, which is a sheet of paper, not scary, but it became very scary for the students, so that years later, when they received a paper bill from a company, they would also get scared. It's true. The thing is, I was the teacher, I was the one giving the test, so bills never scared me. This will be relevant later. All right? Now, the thing is about being a math teacher, it's tough because I loved it, but the students hated it. And we've all heard the same thing. Every student complains the same way in math class. When are we ever going to use this? Math class is meaningless. This has nothing to do with real life. And it felt like every day I had to remind them. Real life is also pretty meaningless. Trying to prepare you for the real world. I did end up quitting though, like I said. I quit being a math teacher to open up a vegan restaurant. A lot of people don't realize what kind of skill that takes, right? Finding something that people hate more than math. That is not easy. I'm surprised there's not a better slur for vegans because you guys hate us so much, right? Soy boy is not cutting it. It's just, it's unbelievable. I've actually lost so much money in my restaurant that when people ask me how things are going, I tell them, and then now they're sad, and I have to console them. It's very stressful. I don't even know if I should mention it. For some reason, when you tell someone that you owe your college roommate $140,000, it freaks them out. And I get it, because you owed someone $100 or $1,000, and they're always harassing you, and it stresses you out, and it makes you feel really small. But I gotta tell you, if you owe one person $140,000, you become pretty important to them. I think I'm gonna be all right. And it's funny, like, I just never believed any bills that I received. The Con Edison company said, we're gonna shut you down, we're gonna shut you down. I'm like, I locked the room that you need to get into to shut me down. So my electric bill was $104,000, but I never paid it. But anyway, listen, before I go, I want to leave us all with a spiritual message that I've learned on my job. I'm going to tell you all the same thing that I told my landlord that I owe $351,000. You got to let go of the past. All right, thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your show.
food. Eat up. It's so important. It's like, it's the most important thing in my relationship. It's like, if my wife's mad at me, she's just hungry. That's the deal. It's like, you gotta make sure you eat. That's the deal. Like, I'm at the point now, I don't even get mad if my wife eats food off my plate. But I don't. I just log into her Weight Watchers account and plug in the points from the food she ate off my plate. There's no argument there. She knows what she did. Those are my fries. I told you to order your own. She knows what she did. That's right. No, food is important. It really is. I try not to fight with my wife. That's why I make sure she's fed. That's the deal. Like, she gets mad at me for no reason, though. It does happen. Earlier this week, she was mad at me because I'm immature. And all at the same time, I was mad at her because she's not a power ranger. It's just, relationships are all about picking your battles, really. And like, for me, I'm all about fighting no battle. I don't want, why would I fight with her? I love her. Why would I want to fight with her? Like, I'm not, if she's mad at me for no reason, I'm not going to bark back. I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to hide in the step stool and wait till she beats me. She's mad at me, that's temporary. That's a temporary thing, but her lifelong enemy is I shout. That's a lifelong problem for her, right? Why fight with her? I love her. I don't want to introduce negativity in my house. She's barking at me for no reason. I'm not going to bark back. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to go into the refrigerator and tighten every jar in that bitch. Yeah, she'll love me again when she wants a pickle. Literally or metaphorically. Metaphorical pickle. Just so you guys know, I'm going to make merch. That's the deal. That's the metaphor. The Amazonian, the metaphorical pickle. And it will relate to the situation we're all in, and it'll also relate to something. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. This is an example of that bullshitting that I was telling you about earlier. I'm bullshitting with you guys. You guys want to have fun. Everybody fed, everybody drink, everybody hydrated. You feeling good? You feeling good? We ready to laugh? We're loose. We're fucking. We're good. We're good. This shit's extremely exciting. Yeah, fucking pop those tabs right now. That's right. Fucking. That's the opportunity. Take it. That's what I'm giving you. Every second I'm taking is your opportunity to just fucking yell some shit. Like, that's it. If you got it in you, just do it right now because it's not acceptable at any other time. If you want to shout some shit, shout some shit. I'll turn into Dee Schneider from Twisted Sister real quick. You want to say fuck you? Say fuck you. You want to say eat shit? Say eat shit. You want to say I'm a sick motherfucker? Say I'm a sick motherfucker. Go ahead, say I'm a sick motherfucker. That's weird, guys. That's weird. You guys almost came together there. That was cool. You always rule was the full audience. Like, it's cool. Welcome to my basement, as I said earlier. I'm glad you're all here. I'm glad you guys are having a good time. I'm having a great time with you. We're going to have a great time for the rest of the day. I don't know if you guys know this, but after the show, this is just a fucking screen. Those aren't really curtains. So pay no attention to the Wizard of Oz curtain vision table. But this is going to turn into a television, and there's like some like soccer game on it. I don't know. But come fucking party with us, whatever. Even if you're in the internet, come party with us, whatever. I don't care. Anybody, just bring a good attitude. That's it. All right. Bring joy. Then I can probably figure out soccer. That's what it's going to take. All right, guys, you're having a good time. Let's get to the end of the show. Let's keep it going for your next comedian. Give it up for Brittany Taylor.
Hi guys. Okay, so the World Cup finale is today. I've been watching a lot of the World Cup, and I've just been seeing that there's a lot of gorgeous players on every team except Argentina. And one player that really stands out to me is Holland, and I think it's because he kind of looks like the first human a little bit, and it just ignites something primal inside of me, and I want to like growl, like I don't know. I feel like we go so well together. I watched the World Cup in Spanish. It costs money to watch it in English. I watched it on Telemundo. And when I watched I was watching England versus Argentina recently, and I just noticed something about the commentary. So with England, it was kind of like, go, balinga, pasa, pants, spans, pasa, quien go. But then when it was Argentina, Messi, Messi se va, Messi se va, Messi se va, Messi se va, I've been getting into white guys lately. You guys have tried that yet? And what I like about white guys is their enthusiasm. I took off my bra in front of a white guy, and he said, "Golly." He said, "You know?" He said, "Those are some righteous breasts." I was like, that's amazing. You know, you take off your top in front of a black guy, he like, "What the ass?" I'm like, "I told you. I don't have that." It's a limited quantity. It hit my stock. Sorry. But I date people of all walks of life. I even dated broke people, you know? I dated a guy so broke one time. I was like, "Hey, let's like have an early dinner, you know?" And he said, "You know, I can't because I have to observe Ramadan." And I think that would have been really okay, but he was Mexican. Yeah, and he was eating El Pastor tacos and shit. Like, that was not the vibe, you know what I mean? But then, you know, you're like, okay, I'm gonna date a rich guy. But then the rich guys are ugly. And I don't recommend dating ugly people, guys, because, you know, they could get you a car. And you're like, "Now I gotta fucking find parking and shit." You're like, you just think of all the negative shit. You're kind of like, I'm just over this guy. Fuck this guy. Don't date him ugly, guys. Okay, so, you know, I love talking about 2020 because it was the worst and best time to be a black person. And, you know, one thing that was really going around in 2020 was, like, systematically, you know, black people cannot be racist. That's impossible. And I was like sitting with that, and I was like, I think we can try. You know, like, I think I could try my very best to be racist to a white guy. Okay? And you know, obviously I'm black, so we have black people here. Yes, represent, okay? Growing up black, you know, there's this thing that black parents do, it's called wordplay, and they use it against you. So they use your words against you. And my mom did this all the time. So my mom, it was like a week that we had spaghetti like every night, felt like. And I was like, "Okay, Mom, I really want to go out to dinner. Like, can we please eat out finally, please?" And my mom looked at me and she said, "Ask me again to eat out, I'm gonna eat you out." And me and my brothers was like, "No, don't ask her again, bro. Don't ask her again, bro. Do not ask her that shit again." I didn't ask her for a while. I'm so happy DoorDash exists now. This shit like low. My mom, yeah, but you know, another rule in black households is that you can't go out twice. That's like not a thing you can do. So you can go out Friday night, but you can't go out Saturday night. And one time there was this party on Friday, and I wanted to go out Saturday too. So I was like, "Mom, can you please let me go to this party? Please, 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 please." She's like, "Okay. Would you like me to party in your ass?" Has anyone ever had a party in their ass? Does it stink? Is it clean? Is it a mess? Is it shitty? Is it valid? I don't know. I'm Brittany Taylor. That was my second. Thank you so much.
Brittany Taylor, everybody. We having fun. We having fun. It's not just me, right? Wait, am I the only one whose mushrooms have kicked in? Have you guys taken your mushrooms yet? They were supposed to distribute them at the top of the show. That would make the Sherpa thing make a lot more sense right now. Because that's what I am. I'm the perfect person to do mushrooms, but you know why? I have them. That's the key. You find the person that has the mushrooms, you do them with him, he probably knows what he's doing, right? I don't freak out. That's my gift, you know? That is like, because I'm not allowed to freak out, because I look like this. You can't look like this and freak out on mushrooms, because if I freak out, you're gonna freak out. I gotta know what I'm doing at all times. That's my job. I can't freak out. I can't get paranoid. Nobody wants the pilot coming on in the middle of a flight and being like, "I don't know if this thing has landing gear." Right? No. I would be cool. I would be calm. I would be collected. I can't freak out ever. I can't let anybody know that I once thought that my mother was an undercover agent that was so deep undercover that she had to have grab me in order to catch me. No, I keep that shit right here like a true professional. That's my job, right? I can't, that would freak you out, right? And you'd have questions. It's like, why hasn't she called me? She's a bad cop. That's it. They most. All right, guys, let's keep that energy going. Let's keep some feeling. Let's get some feeling in this room. Keep those hands going. Keep it going for Allie Walker.
Hello, everyone. How you guys doing? Good? I have this theory that, like, in families, the first child is like the prize child, and then the second child is a little bit more of the forgotten child. You guys know about this, right? I'm the forgotten child, but the sad part is I'm a twin. Yeah, I missed out by 5 minutes. But I always knew it was me because they never took any pictures of me growing up. They never made me a baby book either, and then when I brought it up to my mom, she just gave me a photocopy of my sisters. Yeah, we're identical, but we are extremely different. We have nothing in common. Like, for starters, I'm smart, and she's done. She's straight, and I'm gay, and she is very, very skinny. And I am big boned, as my mother always loved to tell me. Not really sure what that means, big bone, because I'm pretty sure I could wear your watch. Pretty sure my mom's just a bitch. Yeah, I am gay. When you're gay and people first find out, they always are like, oh my god, you're a lesbian? My cousin's a lesbian. I wonder if you know her. Yeah, women, straight women, when they've had a few drinks, they always do this thing. They're like, well, I'm not gay. But if I was, I would want to make out with you. Luckily, the other night, this woman had a few more drinks. Turns out she's gay. Yeah, my friends will try to like get in on the gaydar. They're like, oh look, it's another lesbian. I'm like, no, that's just a middle-aged mom who's giving up. Yeah, you gotta know the difference in the haircut. One's more of a mullet, the other one has no time for her hair. People always think it's so easy being gay now, right? Like everybody's gay, it's so easy. Not for me. I had to come out to my Irish Catholic alcoholic parents. Yeah, I felt like I was sitting them down at their own intervention. I was like, well, I have good news. I finally got a job. I drive for Uber. Oh, and I'm a lesbian and I have a girlfriend. Right away, my dad was like, is she hot? And my mom just started hysterically crying. She's like, oh my god, you're an Uber driver. Yeah, she's crazy, she is. She comes up to me recently, she's like, I'm on this new liquid diet, I'm doing this new liquid diet. I was like, White Claw is not a liquid diet. Yeah, she's an alcoholic, but my dad is too, so they have that. Actually, when I was younger, I was morbidly obese, right? Like, so I was 7 and I weighed 140 pounds. Oh my, yeah, do you guys have any idea what 140 pounds looks like on a 7-year-old? Like, I was the anchor of the seesaw. It's not a good look. So I went up to my dad and I was like, hey dad, if I go on a diet for 1 week, will you stop drinking alcohol for 1 week? Well, what do you go on a diet for? You look fine. I was like, good, he's already drunk. Yeah, when I was 8 years old, my parents lost me at a Jimmy Buffett concert. Yeah, that's for real. And I was thinking about that recently, and I was like, thank God I was a fat kid. Because nobody is grabbing the kid that smells like bologna. I ran into someone from high school recently. That's like the worst thing ever, right? And she was like the hot girl in high school, the prom queen, all that stuff, right? But she was such a bitch. She would always make fun of me. She was constantly picking on me. And I picked her up in Uber, which is super embarrassing, right? Because I've not seen this girl in over 10 years, and now I'm driving her around in Uber. I felt so much better when I dropped her off at that methadone clinic. Who's the loser now, bitch? So I have all these allergies. I'm allergic to literally everything, and it's crazy, you know. Yeah. Well, first let me tell you about my sister. So you know my sister from before. So she's really skinny. She got all those photos of herself, you know, growing up. So not only did she get all of that, but she just eats all day, and she's still skinny. Do you have any idea how annoying that is? Every day to see what you could look like? But I think that's what keeps her so skinny, because she looks at me and she's like, oh, I don't want to look like that. It's cool though. I've lost a ton of weight. I'm really happy. I've done a ton of weight, but I figured it out. I know what's causing the weight gain now. I'm allergic to everything. And when it was just the food and the allergies, I was fine with it. But then recently it started affecting other areas of my life because I met this really hot girl. She told me she was a virgin. And I was like, oh, I'm allergic to cherries. Thank you guys so much. I'm Alan Walker.
Alan Walker, everybody! I thought they were going to bring food. That's why there was that little pause right there. And they did. And it was awkward. And I'm sorry that you have to experience that. I'm just trying to be as honest with you guys as possible. I want you to. They are bringing food. It's happening. It's real. Oh my God. Yeah.
Friend Scout is here.
Steve and Jazz. As you can tell, she's good at that too. I'm a host, but she has got a mouth. Got it. And we got drinks, so raise your hands, make sure they get to you. Enjoy, please have food. Don't die while you're here. We're trying to, go to the bathroom right now if you've got it. Don't come back. No, there's actually a wonderful bathroom right here in this room. It's but the thing is, it's mic'd up. That's it. It's filled with mirrors and microphones. But it's only the microphone's only live while the comedian is on stage. So and we just pipe that sound into here. Good. I like it. I'll hang out. I really will. I'll hang out with all you guys anytime. Really. Like, I just have to figure out how to put you guys on the skateboard. I do. I ride a skateboard. I ride a skateboard everywhere. I ride a skateboard because like I live on a hill. Live on a hill. Skateboard is perfect mode of transportation. I can get anywhere I have to go except home. I do drive. I drive a car though. I actually drive a 1970 Mercury Cougar, which is a badass car. I don't know if you guys know this. When you buy a badass car, you're automatically in the badass car club. Like no matter where I go, whenever I'm driving in my car, if I pass another badass car, they wave at me automatically. Or like if I'm driving down, it's kind of like if you're on a motorcycle and you pass somebody else on a motorcycle, boom, there's a wave. There's like respect. Or if you're in a Prius and you pass somebody else in a Prius, you get out and you suck each other's dicks. I was just saying that it's a gay car. I told that joke the other day and somebody came up with me afterwards and they were like, isn't that joke a little homophobic? Isn't that a little problematic? And I was like, whoa dude, I'll suck your dick right now. He's like, no. And I was like, well, who's the homophobe? Okay, watch what you accuse. Let's not be. Okay. I can't really get canceled. No, you can't. Nobody gets canceled. People face consequences, right? You can't get canceled. And even if you disagree with somebody, you still have to be able to listen to them, right? That's like there are people that you have differing views from that actually know facts that you might not know. Like Ted Nugent, for example. Politically, that's somebody I've never agreed with, ever. We don't have common ground there. But that's the only person in the world that's warned me of the danger of cat scratch fever. People aren't talking about it, but that's dangerous, man. You have to take antibiotics, you get a softball-sized lump under your arm. It's dangerous. It attacks the lymph nodes. His kidneys don't clean the floor. Thank you for coming to my TED. All right, guys, we feeling good? We having fun? Let's get that energy up. Your next comedian, keep it going for Jeffrey Baldinger.
Thank you. Please sit. One more time for everybody you've seen so far tonight, huh? Or just partying this afternoon? Yes. You know what time it is. Oh man, it's good to be here. I'm feeling pretty good. You guys feeling pretty good? It sounds so depressed. It's like, yes, we are feeling very good. Okay, I want some energy. Are you guys feeling good? Let's get some energy out here. Yeah. I'm feeling pretty good myself. I lost weight. I lost 40 pounds. Yeah, you very much. I did the work. I got a tapeworm, and I just cleans it right out. You know, listen, I care about animals. They need to eat too, okay? That's what I'm saying, right? I'm not spending $1,000 on a GLP-1 shot when I can get a seafood platter from the Waffle House for $7.99, all right? Your boy doesn't have insurance, baby. Come on, all right? I'm not turning down a free lap band surgery from God. You know what I mean? Like, be thankful for small miracles, you know? And I'm not getting rid of it because now I'm never alone. I feel happy about that, you know? My body, my choice. The person that actually inspired me to lose the weight, though, was my niece. My niece inspired me to lose the weight. Shout out to my niece. Fuck you guys too, I guess. Right? I love her. But no, I took her to the beach last year. She was like 4 or 5. I don't know. We're not actually that close. But I took her to the beach, and I took off my shirt, and she looked at me, and she goes, "You have really nice boobs, Uncle Jeffrey." Looked me up and down. "Yeah, really nice boobs." And I shoved them together and jiggle them for me. It was like, oh my God. Just threw a handful of ones in my face. Jesus, what is Miss Rachel teaching you? Oh God. Here's the thing. It's bad to be fat shamed. It's bad to fat shame people. But you know what's worse? Fat praise. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to live that life. I don't want to. I'd much rather hear, "Hey, put down the 6th Pop-Tart," than "Nice tits, Like I don't want to live that life, you know. I'm trying to be healthier. I'm trying to be better because I have to date now. I'm single. I get ladies and men as well. You know, can't be picky. That's what my mom said. But no, I'm trying to date. I went on a first date with this girl recently, and it was a first date. Okay, and we were watching some stand-up, and we were watching this guy, and he was talking about almost getting the role of Jared from Subway's brother in a Subway ad. We all know who Jared from Subway is, right? I'm glad nobody wooed. Sometimes people woo, it's a little weird. Very good. So we're watching it, he doesn't get the job, ha ha ha, everybody's laughing, great, right? And then she's not that much younger, we're both in our 30s, okay? She goes, "Well, he didn't get the job, why is that a good thing? Why is that funny?" I go, "Well, he didn't get the job with Jared from Subway." And she goes, "Who's Jared from Subway?" And I go, "Well, Jared was the spokesperson for Subway, and then he wasn't." And she goes, "Well, why not?" And I go, "Well, he was a pedophile." She goes, "Oh my God, how did they catch him?" And I go, "Well, he had like kitty porn on his computers." "Oh my God, like cat porn?" But what? No, what? No, not cat. What? Like child porn? She said, "Oh my God, what's child porn?" I was like, "What?" Well, it's not like porn for kids by kids. It's not that. I don't know. It's not like what do you think it is? And she goes, "Oh my God, how did he get it?" And I go, "Well, he had to like go on the dark web, change his IP address," and then I stopped myself. I don't know how he got it. Stop asking me questions I don't want to know I know the answer to. I don't want to know this. Why do you want to know? Why are you so curious, huh? So I slyly shifted focus to Jersey Mike's, and we had a good night the rest of the night. It was the worst form of foreplay ever, but I gave it to her Mike's way, and that's really all that matters. Get that 7-inch, you know, not that pedophilic 6-inch cold turkey sub, you know, out of there, right? I lost you on that one. Okay, that's fair enough. That's fair. No, I got you. I understand that 100%. No, I want to thank you guys. Give yourselves a round of applause for being out here tonight. Like, it's really great. Because during, I don't know if you guys remember, during the depression or the pandemic, we didn't know if this was coming back, like indoor performances. We didn't know if this was coming back, right? And so a lot of my friends had to get day jobs again. And some people laugh at that, like, "Oh, they have to score themselves during a horrible time. What a bunch of fucking losers." Like Jesus had a day job. What, are you better than Jesus? Christ. But I do wonder if Jesus talked about his day job the same way other entertainers talk about their day jobs, you know? Like, Jesus, you're a carpenter, right? Well, it's not really what I do. It's really more my stepdad's company. It's Bistro of Nazareth and Stepsons. It's not really my passion, but I'm honestly trying to be a messiah. And, like, no, I'm not using my real dad's name. I'm writing my own book, and it's Going pretty well. I have like 12 followers already, guys. It's like I'm blowing out. Like honestly, I think I'm nailing it. What is that? Foreshadowing? I don't know. The original Nepo baby, guys. Jesus Christ. All right, I'm Jeffrey Baldner. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Bye bye.
Guys, we're having so much fun. I really am. I'm enjoying it. I got a day job during the pandemic. I did. I got a job working for Disney from home. For real, like people would call the most magical place on earth, and they would just get me in my room with my mom. That was just what was happening. Like, and people would get mad at me all the time. They'd be like, "You don't sound very magical." Like, I'm like, "You haven't heard my stance on mushrooms." I'm the most magical cast member you'll talk to all day. They get pissed though. People would, it's weird calling Disney mad. Like that's what people would do. They just call mad. Like they're like, "You're not magical," and I'm like, "I gotta do like you're not very Disney." That's what people would say. "You're not very Disney." And I'm like, "I got news for you. They fucking draw the villains too." Like fucking not much of a story without Cruella trying to get the Dalmatians. Fucking, it's weird. People call, they be like, "Oh, I want to speak to your manager," and I'd have to be like, "Mickey's not here, man." Like, hold on 1 second, let me transfer you. You're fucked. Like, what is it? It's, I don't know if you guys know that when you work for Disney, you get to go to Disney for free. For free. I took my son to Disney 10 times. I answered maybe 2 phone calls. For real, I took 10 times to Disney. People were like, "Well, was it like you went through training? Was it really worth it? Like, was it really worth it? Like, ask a Make-A-Wish kid. They only get to go once." "Oh, I'm sorry. Did I go to Jafar?" They make the villains too, guys. They make the villains too. Okay, guys, we're having a good time. Sponsored by Disney Plus. Remember, you can leave us for reviews on your own and Google. All right, guys, let's get that energy up. Let's feel it. Let's feel it. Let's feel it. Let's feel it. Come to the stage. Let's keep it going for Gina Ginsburg.
See you guys. We drinking the mimosas? Recently, people have told me that they assume that I do not drink alcohol, but that they think I'm a stoner, like a big stoner. That's not true. I'm not much of a stoner, and I do drink alcohol. I take that as a compliment. The only time I'm not drinking alcohol is if I am about to be drinking ayahuasca. Can you imagine? A little more about me. I'm a messy eater. I understand that some people can go to work and then go out to lunch and then go back to work in the same clothes. How? Sometimes I just go up to a confident man and I say, "You don't talk much, do you?" Sometimes people try to give you this advice. You know, in any industry, they give you this advice that, it's actually more about who you know. What is that? I don't like that. When people try to give you that advice, I get a little creepy with that advice. Make them think twice about giving that advice. Oh, it's actually more about who you know. What are you trying to say? You got somebody you want me to meet? Take the meeting. I'll organize the Zoom. Right. How about when you see somebody from your past in public, and then you panic because you can't remember which version of your personality they knew. So then you just revert to prolonged, inappropriate eye contact, or blurt out things that have occurred since you've seen them or things you've thought about. Epstein didn't kill himself. Charlie Kirk's assassin. Bullet didn't match the gun. Weird. How was COVID for you? I never got boosted. It's so awkward, really. How about when you're catching up with your friends intentionally, but you want to offend them? You just ask them, what have you been up to creatively? They don't like that. Maybe you're in their kitchen and it's very clean in the kitchen. So you just look around and you say, where's the compost? Where should I put this peel? Oh, the garbage? Interesting. I don't know, maybe something kind of controversial because you guys seem pretty edgy. I don't know. I'm just gonna say it. I miss when therapy was more underground. It's mainstream now. We can pretend that's cool and that's a good thing, but no. I miss when it was exclusively for people with serious problems and the wealthy. Yeah, I don't know, like, aren't we all worried, you know? Like, everybody's a therapist. There are a lot of therapists. Don't we all know somebody in the friend group who's a therapist? Don't we all know somebody who, like, just became a therapist and we're worried? Like, oh, Haley, I'm not sure I would put you in charge of organizing dinner, no offense. But you're going to steer the ship on someone's whole inner workings and, like, their family dynamics? You're on call to quarterback a crisis? I remember that you used to slut shame in high school. And black out a lot. People changed. Maybe she's a good listener now.
Really want you, but I'm like a cat. I'm a loser. I only want you for a little bit. I'm gonna go do my thing in the corner. Right? I'm a dog person. I don't know. Yeah, I told you, golden retriever. That is, I have a schnauzer. That's what I am. That's the thing. I have an awesome cat. He's cool. When I get home from the day, I just let him run. He fucking runs. But my apartment complex complained about it. They were like, he can't be on the apartment property because he peed on the lemon tree. Like, what is he peed on a lemon tree? Like, it's coming out yellow anyway. Like, what does it matter if they're like, no, he has to have a leash on at all times. Like, they took away his only joy in life. So what I do now is I don't. I just leave them. And I pissed off the tree. Because you can't get a leash on me. You're not my mom. There's a little bit of a fall earlier. Remember, guys? My mom did validate that's his worst outfit. What was I gonna say? You know what I was gonna say? That's how my mind is 100% of the time. What you guys are thinking is coming next, I have no idea. I don't even remember what I'm bringing to stage next. That's the problem with drugs. I do drugs. You can tell from my face. It's got to do an interesting point though. It's actually gotten to the point where I have to follow myself on Twitter just to know what it is the night before. The other night I wrote an entire Facebook status in the username section of the login page. And then it got weird because it asked me if I was a robot. And I was like, oh fuck, am I a robot? I don't remember plugging in. Shit. Alright guys, we having a good time? Let's get out of here. Let's keep it going for your next comedian. Give it up for Dominic Leonelli!
I struggle with relationships. I haven't had a relationship last 3 years. And I'm 40. I'm starting to think it might be me. I always get impressed when I see people that have been together for a really long time, like long relationships, you know what I'm talking about? Like 10, 15 weeks. I'm kind of happy we don't meet like our grandparents though. You know how they meet, like you ask them, they've been married 40, 50 years. Hey, how'd you meet grandma? It's always the same story. Your grandpa's like, well, I just got out of the war and your grandmother was 14. I thought I was going to marry my last girlfriend. I really loved her, man. You know, she reminded me of my Uncle Bob. She cheated on me. She got an STD and she tried blaming it on the toilet seat. I'm like, I don't know why she put her mouth on it, but she was real insecure. She thought her nose was too big. And I liked it. You know, I used to hold it at night to feel safe. She was a real artsy girl. That's how we met, actually. You know, artsy people, everything means something. She had one toenail painted. I was like, oh, what's that? She goes, oh, it's an infection. She had expensive taste in restaurants, too. Women in general, they do, you know. And women, you're worth it, know your worth. But also, know my worth. She picked a place, it was $100 a person. She's like, I want to eat here today. And I'm like, I want to eat tomorrow. I've paid for dates. I'm old school, but I take girls to happy hour. I don't tell you I want to take you to happy hour. I tell you, present it. I said, I really want to take you out. I like your vibe, your energy. I'll pay. Don't worry about it. You got plans Tuesday, 4 to 6. You know, you're not going to meet anybody at a nice restaurant, expensive restaurant. You're not going to get to know who they really are because people are themselves when they're in a stressful situation. You know, like, you know, am I right or am I right? You know, you're not going to get to know somebody. What I do is I got a trick to get to know somebody right away, which is what I do is I pick up my date, right? And then I run a red light in front of a cop and tell her I got drugs. If she starts freaking out, stop the car, I'm calling the police. Then I know, hey, you weren't the one. No girl has ever passed that test. And to be honest with you, I don't know what I would do if a girl did pass the test. Give me the drugs, I'll hide it. Excuse me? I don't know if I want you to meet my mother. I met a girl, I went over her house and she goes, do you want to watch the news? I'm like, are you on it? Here's my problem with the news. Every time you change the channel, the story changes, right? It's like that game Telephone. Like if you whisper in somebody's ear, dolphins like to swim. They'll whisper in somebody else's ear, dolphins like to grin. Then they'll whisper in somebody else's ear, dolphins have 2 fins. You know, it goes all the way around the room. They'll come back to me and it's going to be straight white men are evil. That's the news anymore. I like watching those auction shows. Those auction shows are great. It's like, you know, I like the way the auctioneer talks. They talk real fast. You know how they talk? It's like, you know, They'll be like, 25 on the 5 going 5 now. We got 45 in the back, 75, 75, 1, 85 going twice, 85, 85, 3 times, 85, 95 in the back, you know? I practice that. Nah, because this way when I come home late, my girl's like, who were you with? Where were you at? What were you doing? I'll say, I went down Wrigley Bobby's, had a couple of beers, a few drinks, I threw up a couple times, I'm going to bed, maybe good night. They say the key to a happy relationship is you gotta find someone that can relate to you. Now, I don't know if that's true or not, but I'm looking for a struggle. I've been hanging out at used car parts stores. Oh, you need a battery? I need a car. And they say now it's hard to even talk to girls anymore. You know, it's creepy, especially since I look like Weinstein. Everything's creepy. Like, a girl called me a creep at NYU. Now, don't ask me why I'm 40 hanging out at a college. That's my business. All I did was open up the door for her. She goes, oh, that was creepy. Just because I was like, ah! That's it for me. Thank you, guys.
I'm not a drinker, personally. I've never been a drinker. When I drink like, my drinking choice is tequila and ginger ale. That's what I drink. It's like I like to upset and settle my stomach at the same time. Just keep it real even keeled, you know what I mean? You know, I'm a hybrid kind of guy. You can laugh out loud. It's okay. Holding it back in my blow gas. I thought, what was I going to say? Remember what I was going to say? Where were we starting? See, me and him moved to different high school. I tell you about my high school experience, but you probably won't hear it from somebody that's actually there. I was in school, I was in jobs, that was my thing. This is what I do. I've had jobs, like, I've had a lot of jobs. And it's weird to think about, like, and they'll just hire me. Like, I would, like, to do it. Like I said, perks. It's all, like, Disney, that was all about the perks. Like, if you can take a job that you don't give a shit about, take it. Like, what the fuck? They gotta pay you for at least training. Like, seriously. And, like, the pandemic made it easier just to get a job. Because I tested it. They were like, nobody wants to work. Nobody wants to work. I'm like, yeah, no shit. Nobody wants to work. Nobody's ever wanted to work. We just finally have an excuse not to fucking work. But nobody wants to work. I was like, all right, let's test that theory. I'm currently managing 4 Wendy's. Just via Zoom. Right? I'm gonna go ahead, flip them. That's it. Just take a job. There's a lot of power in taking a job you don't give a shit about. Like, somebody tells you to take out the garbage and you just go, no. Like, it's fucking beautiful. I'm trying to give you guys power. That's what I'm trying to do. Fucking take it down, all right? This isn't comedy social. This is comedy social. All right, we're gonna fucking take it all down, all right? Fucking crumbling the infrastructure. Wait till you see the reviews I'm leaving on Yelp, all right? Got it. Welcome to the revolution. Okay, everybody has drinks now. We did that. I bullshitted long enough. You guys have seen. We can transcribe this into my manifesto later. Yeah. Okay. Very creepy white man energy from me. And Damadonia, you guys are here. We're at Summit 68. Our sponsor is Roe. This is Comedy Social. You guys are amazing. Put your hands together. Let's get it feeling. Let's get it feeling in the room. Your next comedian coming to the stage. Keep it going for Connor O'Brien.
I just turned 30 years old. I was expecting some gifts from my parents when I got downstairs because I lived with them. And all I got was a conversation. They said, you're 30 now, you know it's time that you move into the basement. So I'm down there now. And they said, if you don't move out by the end of this year, we're going to start charging you rent. which sucks because that's like the only reason I'm living there. If apartments were free, I would have one. But they're expensive. They said they're going to charge me $250 a month, which is a pretty good deal. So I signed a 10-year lease. I was like, I gotta lock this in while I can. That's good, yeah. It's dark down there. For my birthday, my sister got me a bidet, which was a pretty weird gift. It's a nice one though. She said, you turn to the right, that's for your butt, but don't turn to the left because that's just for women. Which is pretty sexist. And first thing I did was turn it to the left. And let me tell you, it's not just for women. I felt good too. I don't know where it was hitting, but it was hitting. My sister got me some sourdough starter for my birthday because I told her I like sourdough bread. And I don't know if you guys know what sourdough starter is, but it's not sourdough bread. But with patience and luck and compassion, one day it will be sourdough bread. But it tastes horrible in the meantime. I think a better gift would have been one slice of sourdough bread. Is that too much to ask for? Yeah. Some people are worried about, all the water that AI uses in the data centers. They should be more worried about how much water I'm using with my bidet. It's a lot of water. It might be more than the data centers. I don't even know how that works. Like, how does the water cool the computers without breaking the computer? And I want to Google it to find out, but that would only use more water. So I'm asking human beings, but none of them know. I'm gonna just Google it. I feel like, how hot are these computers? Just open a window or put a fan on, we had the COVID-19 in 2019, and 100 years before that, they had the Spanish flu, 1919. But they didn't have vaccines, they just had leeches. And nowadays, everybody's like, oh, anti-vax. I wonder if back in the day, if there were people who were anti-leeches. Like, oh, I'm not getting that leech. I'm going to get the leech from the Johnson & Johnson pond. That's the leech I'm going to get. I saw a survey, if you make your bed in the morning, you're 30% more likely to become a millionaire. Yeah, so I started making my bed in the morning just to skew the data. I saw something that said if you see a shark, you're supposed to punch the shark in the nose. But have you ever tried punching underwater? It goes really slow. I have a feeling that won't work. But what else would I do? I was driving in the Bronx, and in Manhattan, I know you can't take a right turn at a red light. But in the Bronx, I didn't know the rules. And I was at a red light, and I had to take a right turn. So I asked this guy on the street, I was like, hey, do you go right on red in the Bronx? And he's like, what? I was like, can you take a right turn at a red light in the Bronx? And he's like, this is the Bronx. You can go right on red, left on red, straight on red. I'm like, all right, I like the Bronx. And by the time we're done talking, like, the light turned green. And I was like, what do we do on green? And then he shot me. I was like, what? I'm Connor O'Brien. You guys are great. Thank you.
Connor O'Brien, everybody. Feeling good? Feeling good? Hey, out of the Bronx. keep that energy going. Let's keep feeling good. Let's keep it going for our next comedian. Give it up for Leah Worrell.
And you guys, I'm so excited right now. I'm a hypochondriac, and I finally have something to fixate on. I didn't know you can get addicted to smoke maps. Okay, with the air quality thing, I just keep refreshing and refreshing. And not only because now I know how bad I'm supposed to feel at any given time, but do you ever click on other cities? Like I click on other cities just to compare myself. And you guys, I have a lot of friends that moved to Chicago because they're like, oh, I mean, I just want to pay cheaper rent and have like a higher quality of life. I'm like, yeah, how you doing now, bitch? Like, the air quality is 600, okay? Yeah, you're not second city anymore. You're number one in stinky air, okay? All right, let me back up. My name is Leah, and I used to be prematurely gray. Now I'm right on time. Yeah, speaking of the gray hair and not dyeing it, I am liberal. And yeah, my entire family is pretty liberal. Like my aunt is so cute, like during Pride, she put a rainbow sticker on her car. And she's like, yeah, we have to support the LGBTQ AI community. Like, did you say AI community? Yeah, I don't know if we know how AI identifies yet. I mean, AI is always really sweet to me and really compassionate, so it can't be a straight man. But like, well, you know how regular computers use zeros and ones, they use like binary code? Well, AI actually uses a much more complex algorithm, so it's actually non-binary. Yeah. Speaking of non-binary, I am unfortunately not queer at all. I am a cisgender straight woman. And yes, you know, dating is weird. Thank you for that. Dating is weird. Yeah, I went out with this guy who said he was California sober. Do you guys know what that is? That's when you don't drink alcohol at all because it's unhealthy, but you do some weed every single day, maybe a little acid, some heroin, a little puff some paint, and you're just generally an asshole. So I told him I cannot date you because I am New Jersey celibate. Yeah, I do not have sex at all except for anal behind a 7-Eleven. Yeah, guys, it's crazy. But people think that as women get older, they are no longer like, you know, interested in sex. And like, it's not that I'm not like interested, it's not that I don't have like a sex drive at all. It's just that I used to be interested in men, and now I'm turned on by hating men, and also car washes. Yeah, you guys hear me out. Like, okay, car washes are all about consent. It is so exciting. Okay, like you drive into the car wash, you pay your money, and then it takes control. It can do whatever it wants. Okay, it can spin all its brushes. And, you know, all the soap and stuff goes flying, and then there's those weird flappy things that just flap up and down and slap your car with all those suds. They don't clean anything. Those are just for your pleasure. Yeah, it's just like wet and wild, and you can have a snack during it. But you have to make sure that you get the ultimate package, which includes the hot wax, as well as the undercarriage flush. And the only problem is, like, it's always too fast. Like, I never finish. Speaking of finishing, that's my time. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, right. Make it happen. How we feeling? Did you know that like everyone was done? Is that a weird feeling? Are you gonna miss me? Anybody gonna have weird dreams tonight? Like, what the fuck was that shaggy looking motherfucker in my dream? Why is he here? Fucking dating. I'm just weird like that. I'm not gonna do that. Have yours kicking? You guys seem more like a Coke crowd. That's true. It is. I know. I see you guys out in the middle of the day in the airport, and I say cocaine. That's it. I can't do cocaine. I show up to a go kart, people look at me like I'm Michael Jordan showing up to a pickup game. Nobody wants to play with me. It's the deal. I did try. I did cocaine for 4 months. That's my dealer. But they always come to ask you to pay every time, and they're always wearing a bucket hat. That's statistically speaking, your dealer is gonna look like he belongs in a new. He stole my equipment. That's how it goes. You guys just witnessed a robbery. I'm not back anymore. I no longer have 2 turntables. It's just the microphone. Cocaine is a hell of a drug, as Rick James once said. You guys just watched that all get. My life just took a downturn while I was here on stage in front of your very faces. Oh my God. All right, well, I hope he makes fucking sick beats. Right? Okay. As long as I can move my ass later, I'm gonna be happy. Right? Fucking make good music, sir. Godspeed, Godspeed, whichever one works better. All right, guys, you having a good time? Let's get that energy going. Your next comedian, let's keep it going for Andrew Manning.
What's up, guys? A little bit about me. I got woken up by a blowjob for the first time recently. Thank you for your support. Do not fall asleep on the bus in Queens. It is a weird way to find out that you have missed your stop. I woke up and I was like, I gotta get off, and they were like, fine, I'll hurry. Yeah, I have a girlfriend now, though. We met on the bus. She couldn't be here today. She stayed on the bus. We're long distance. She kept going. No, my girlfriend's great. She has a little dog, and a few months into dating, I found out that the dog actually takes the exact same medication that I do. I know, a little embarrassing, but I'm just glad he's getting an erection again. It's sad seeing a chihuahua with a flaccid penis, you know? Me and my girlfriend like to go out to eat, and we'll just, instead of talking, sometimes we will just listen to other people's conversations. And one time, this couple was doing some pretty graphic dirty talk. This guy was talking about the taste of his own cum. Made me question the quality of the restaurant I had picked. I was like, is this not one of the nice Taco Bell cantinas? But it got me thinking. I've never tasted my own cum. Never tasted my own cum. Darn long COVID symptoms. I'm gonna keep taking Paxlovid and trying them. He also did this thing that guys do that's pretty gross, in my opinion. He compared the size of his dick to a baby's arm. Verbally. He didn't like grab it. Can I borrow that for a second? Just a second. No, yeah, he was like, my God, a dick the size of a baby's arm. That's gross. Don't do that. If you're gonna talk about sex, especially in today's climate, like, just don't involve a baby. Don't bring up a baby. It's that simple. It's that simple. That being said, I have a penis the size of a baby's arm. If you believe that life begins at conception. Fooled many religious women with that one. Catholic women hate this one simple trick. You said it was the size of a baby's arm. Well, you didn't ask what trimester, so. But yeah, I'm glad I'm in a relationship. It's nuts out there. One time, a girl asked me if I wanted to buy a set of pink sparkly butt plugs. One for me, one for her. I was like, no thank you, just a box of Thin Mints and I'll be on my way. They're really hustling these days. But yeah. Girls with the butt plugs. Crazy. I don't own a butt plug, just so you know. I don't own a butt plug for the same reason I don't own a gun. I know one night I'll get lonely and use it on myself. Instead of how God intended it, on a home intruder. Broke into the wrong house, buddy. I'm gonna reach into my nightstand. You better hope I come out with the gun first. Yeah, there's a lot of similarities between using the butt plug and gumming yourself. Keep them in the same nightstand. You already know that. I clean them regularly. But most importantly, the main similarity is that before I use it on myself, I plan on kissing a framed photo of my dead wife. looking to the sky and screaming, "Honey, I'm coming." Somebody's got to enjoy that visual. Can't just keep that inside. But yeah, I don't own a gun. Even fake guns are dangerous. I used to live with a guy who owned a pistol, and at the same time, I had a lighter that just looked exactly like a real handgun. It was just a novelty lighter. You pull the trigger, a flame comes out of the barrel, and that can be dangerous because you can mix that up with the real thing, which actually happened to me one time. It wasn't so bad. I just burned the roof of my mouth pretty badly. Came out of the bathroom just in time to watch my roommate shoot my birthday cake. And that's why I don't like surprise parties. Yeah, I have to see a dentist soon, and I found out that dentists have an unusually high suicide rate. I don't know if you guys knew this. It's like 7-8%. It feels like we should do something about that, right? I feel like if we all work together, we could get that up to about 20 or 30. At least now we know what the 10th dentist is thinking. You know, they're always like, 9 out of 10 dentists recommend Crest Pro Health. The 10th dentist is like, I recommend the cold steel of a 9mm. You think he says before he puts it in his mouth? Pulls the trigger, a little flame comes out. Guys, thank you so much for coming to the show. Good night, everybody.
Look out for his suicide note later. In a good way. In a positive way. Literature is there. We should be reading. Fuck. Scared my grandma. I don't know what anything. Wait, I'm assuming stealing my brother. That's cool. I used to steal shit all the time. Do you know you can just walk out of Walmart with anything? Let me see your receipt. No. You just go. You just go. They don't. Like, it takes like 5 minutes for a cop to get there. Just go. Like, what are they gonna stop you? Like, it's fucking. Like, it's simple. Just take it. It's Walmart. They got losses. It's fine. Just steal them. That's what I'm trying to say. If you get a chance, take something. Yeah. If you take anything from what I give you today, it's that you should take something. Yeah. I'm just trying to distract you. So the new Radicals video that is happening behind me finishes. Wake up, kids, you got the dreamer's disease. Edge 14. That's all I can think of when I see a bucket hat. Is that music video in malls. Remember the night? Remember music videos? They fucking last longer than 30 seconds on a fucking reel. Right? Fucking, you get the whole song unless Carson Daly's doing it. For some reason, he gives you 20 seconds of the song. Well, you requested it. Here's 20 seconds of it. I'm a dick. What? And then they never played the rock and roll song. They're like, okay, here's Backstreet Boys again. Fuck. I like that. I went to Times Square. I stood out there. Fucking neck. Not boy band fans? What boy bands do you like? That's how I know how old you are. Are we New Kids on the Block? Or are we 5 Seconds of Summer? I have no idea who that is. I just saw girls waiting outside of a hotel one time, and I was like, who are you waiting for? And they're like, 5 Seconds of Summer. I'm like, cool, I'm going to keep that in my bank. In case I get a generation that I don't know in my audience. I'm like, yeah, 5 Seconds of Summer. That's how I collect references. I do. Oh, God. I'm so hot now. No, I mean like physically. Like I'm getting in shape. I am. I was waiting for you. That's why I was getting in shape. For you. I was in the worst shape of my life. I know because one time I went out with a friend. We went to dinner, and the words that escaped my mouth while we were at dinner was, "Man, this is a heavy fork." That's not a concern you should have in life. Like, I was like, I've got to get in shape. That's a problem. I'm having trouble lifting fucking fork. I gotta eat less. I tried when I was getting in shape. I did a lot of reading, but it does nothing. That's not, it doesn't, you don't lose any weight from reading at all. It's not a calorie burner at all. But I read that when Sylvester Stallone was getting ready for Rambo, what he would do in the morning is he would eat all his ice cream and stuff like that. All the bad stuff, he would just eat that. And then I stopped reading. I was like, yeah, let's just do that. Let's eat a bunch of ice cream. And I didn't get in shape at all. All right, guys, you having fun? Really engaged, let's give it some energy. Let's feel it. Keep it going for your next comedian. Please give it up for Gabrielle Johnson.
All right, hi, I'm Gabrielle. I was homeschooled, which means I had to see my teacher every single day, including weekends, and also she was having sex with my dad. But he must have not been very good, because, like, I didn't get any special treatment. Kind of weird. My dad, like, my family has traditional values, right? So my dad was, like, the breadwinner, which means that he paid for all of the pants that my mom wore in the relationship. Our family dynamic was kind of like I would be like, Mom, can we go get ice cream? And she'd say, I don't know, go ask your dad. I'd go ask my dad. Mom told you that you have to decide if we get ice cream. And then he would go ask my mom because he also needed permission to go get ice cream. My family thinks that I'm a Democrat because of how I look, obviously, but I don't consider myself a Democrat. I am far worse. I'm so far left. I'm so far left that, like, I think that every trans person, when they come out and they get their new pronouns, they should also get a free gun. Wouldn't there be so much less confusion over pronouns if every trans person had a gun? Doing your pronoun circle, like, my pronouns are she, they. They were all wearing cowboy hats. It's like the new pink triangle. Yeah, I know you're wondering, like, my ethnicity other than bisexual. On my mom's side, I'm Polish and Lithuanian, and on my dad's side, I'm assorted white, which is very boring, so I just tell people that I'm Polish because most Americans think that Lithuania is like a rare disease. I feel like the kind they run TV ads for. If you or a loved one has been diagnosed with mesothelioma, you may be entitled to financial compensation. My parents really did try their best with me, by the way. Like, I asked for a lot of dumb shit. I asked for chapstick all the time. At one point, I was going through so much chapstick, they kept buying it for me. But at some point, my mom was like, Jesus Christ, like, what are you doing with it? It's like you're eating it. At work, we have this bowl of candies on the desk. And this little old lady, she came and she took a bunch and she's like, what are these? They are so good. And guys, they were Werther's Originals. An old lady not knowing about, like, Werther's Originals is like a homeschooler who doesn't know about raw milk. All the other, like, old ladies are making fun of her. And I know, because, like, homeschoolers, they take milk very seriously, right? I got bullied when they found out that I wasn't breastfed because formula babies are low IQ, which is interesting. Since we were doing formula, since we were babies. That one was so dumb. Let's see. Yeah, my parents really did try their best with me. Oh my gosh, I went to the gynecologist, and, you know, the gynecologist, they don't really care if you live or die, right? Mine doesn't even want to see me with my clothes on, let alone meet my parents. And normally she leaves before I wake up, but this time we actually talked a little bit. It was nice, and, you know, she was, like, up in there, you know, doing her magic, casting spells, incantations. And she looked at me and she was like, you have a perfect cervix. I know, I was skeptical too. But if anyone can figure out a perfect cervix, it's her. I have been trying to, like, eat better recently too, you know, like, keep my pH in balance and everything, and I've been doing recipes. New York Times comes up a lot, but I feel like they've been getting, like, too cute with the names, you know? Way too cute. The big one for a while was Marry Me Chicken. That's a lot of commitment. What if I'm not ready for Marry Me Chicken? They don't have a recipe for, like, we should just be friends. So I've been working on this recipe, workshopping it to try and communicate my feelings better with the people I know in my life. And right now it's called, are we just acquaintances or are we like friends because we've been spending a lot of time together at work recently, but we don't really talk that much outside of work. And it was your birthday a few months ago and you didn't invite me when you went out for drinks, but I feel like we're a little bit closer now that my birthday is coming up soon. And like, would it be weird if I invited you? Would you be into that or would that be off-putting or no? And is that okay with you? Creamy vegetable lasagna. And that's all I got for you guys. Bye!
I have kids. I have two of them. They're really cool. Well, me and my wife, we're trying to raise them in a house without yelling. It's really hard though, because they won't stop yelling. Just non-stop all the time. They always want something. I'm a weed dad. That's where I am. We're not as popular as Farm Moms, but it's really just a matter of merch. Like, as soon as I get some merch in home goods, I think we'll take off. Some like live, laugh, love, something like, I don't know. But when I say I'm a weed dad, like I don't get high with my kids. Like, they're lightweights. I don't need to babysit my own kids. Like, no, but no, I'm present is what I mean. Are you watching kids shows sober? What are you, a serial killer? Like, those silences with Dora get awkward. Like, it's in your backpack, bitch. It always is. Just fucking check. Like, why don't you have any accountability? You're always in the same neighborhood as Swiper, and he's always swiping. It's gonna be on you at some point, Dora. All right? It's gonna be on you at some point. Like, take some accountability. That's what it is. Like, and I'm there. I'm present. All right? Me and my kids, we watch the same shows. We eat the same snacks. We play with the same toys. You know, I'm there. I'm a present father. You know how easy it is to turn a Cabbage Patch doll into a bomb? It's already hollow. You just take the head off. The weed goes in the belly button. It's great. All right, guys. Let's have that energy go. Let's give it up for our next comedian. Please give it up for Jordan Nellis.
Thanks for coming, guys. I almost did not show up today. I spent all morning at the Bronx Zoo outside the bird exhibit yelling at pigeons. It was so much fun. I just held a clipboard going, "Get in there, you're late!" They didn't get it. They don't speak English. But I went inside. It's awesome. They're all Bronx Zoo jokes, by the way. I won't get sorry. I went inside. They had a whole section dedicated to extinct birds. So I stood in front of the marble shavings, just crying like a Vietnam veteran, going, "I miss you so much, Labrador duck." It was weird. I got kicked out. That's fine. Let's get to know each other. Sorry. My name's Jordan, and I like my women like I like my coffee. You know, I drink tea. I'm homosexual. Yeah, my boyfriend's actually in the back. Give it up for him. His name's Earl Grey. Okay, now you guys share a fact. You'll be fun. Kidding. Okay, second fun fact. I drug test myself for fun. Just a hobby of mine. And I do it every day. Even today, testing myself just for shits and giggles. Test positive for both. That's silly, right? That was a silly joke. It's a lie, too. I tested negative for giggles. Just for shit. Did that throw you guys off too? Just me? Sorry. This gives me time. Sorry, those are all set up to give you time to figure out kind of what I look like. And I know you're thinking, you know, like things have gone downhill for Dustin from Stranger Things. I don't like the amount of laughs that gets. I really don't. I keep doing it. I know you guys like it, but it's still good. It's fine. It's fine. I have that vibe. I kind of look like a very precocious 4-year-old that's under investigation for tax fraud. It's a hard life. I just look like I tried to write off a 48-color crayon set as a business. The IRS is after me. I'm going to lose custody of me, I guess. Crazy stuff. But yeah, I don't like when people comment about my appearance. I'm sure you guys don't either. Okay. Emma? No, I don't like when people comment on my appearance. Even my dad comments on my appearance, which is crazy because we haven't had sex in years. So I don't know why he's so interested. That's a joke. You laugh harder when you realize it's a joke. It's not a TED Talk, but comedy's on the board. I really should stop doing pedophilia jokes. My girlfriend really does not like them. She called me before this. Was like, don't do any of those. It's fucked up. This is not good. I'm like, honey, I totally understand where you're coming from, but like, I can't hate comedy when I went to high school. Also a joke. It's a joke. She's not in high school. She's trying to get pregnant. And I needed a better way to end that joke. Is going, just kidding. Not that good of a punchline. Way worse plea of innocence, though. What was that? Oh, bed bugs. That's what I was trying to get at. Bed bugs. We all got them. Bed bugs would bother me a lot less if they wore little pajamas. Some of you are laughing, some of you are just agreeing. You're like, that's great, we should come up with that. Talk to me after, I got a prototype. And I agree completely with the thing I said. Because it's one thing that there's bugs in my bed. There's not. If you want to shake my hand later, it's not. It's another thing that they're naked. Yeah. Okay, I'll end you guys on a quick fun fact. I loved it. Even if you didn't like the comedy, you'll like the fun fact. Back in ancient Greece, even though we all know it's totally cool to be a gay guy back then. I don't know why you guys have an issue with it now. Very much frowned upon that identity as being really, really tough time for them. So badly that women that caught doing lesbian activity, like the guy caught hanging at the farmer's market. It's the mutual things. You hope it's mutual. You hope they have a good relationship. But they get stoned to death, is what I'm getting at. Not that fun of a fact, I agree. Weird they put it on the bottom of the snack. But it's crazy. Even like the ancient Greeks knew rock beats scissors. Thanks, guys.
Everybody, keep it going. Your next comedian coming to the stage. Please keep it going for your pop, Gleason.
What's up, people? How we all doing tonight? Everyone still having fun? As I recently heard, you're not supposed to stare at the sun. I guess that's why my parents never looked me in the eye. I read an article the other day. Just kidding. I read a headline the other day. I read a headline, and the headline said, "Woman who is allergic to semen admits things get tricky in the bedroom." No shit, dude. Like, I feel like you could just be a lesbian at that point. Like, if I was allergic to pussy, I would give the sickest blowjobs. No, guys, a little bit about me. I'm the youngest of 3 boys. My oldest brother Sam is a musician. My middle brother Ben is a physician's assistant. And I struggle to spell both of their professions. They both sound like they should have an SH in there, but neither of them do. Words are tricky, man. But no, so growing up, my brother Sam, he was always the artistic one, and Ben was always the athletic one, and I was kind of just the fat one. So fat, in fact, that they actually used to call me Fat Ben. Ben being the athletic brother. You know, there's this set of sisters, and they decide, Danny and Jess, and one day Jess decides to get in on the joke. She just comes up to me and starts railing into me. She's like, oh, you're Fat Ben. You're Fat Ben. You're Fat Ben. So that was a bold move for her, being the heavier of the 2 sisters. So I called her Fat Danny, and it did not go over well. Just like right now. It didn't go over well. She actually ran and she told on me to a hall monitor. And I ended up getting suspended for 2 days. I still feel like I came out on top though because I got suspended for 2 days and she got bulimia. Yeah, some people say that joke is hard to swallow. Really easy to spit back up though. I don't know, guys. So I'm from upstate New York. I'm not from the city, and there's a lot of like weird events that we have in the area. So I live around a bunch of rednecks, and these rednecks they have this event, and it's called Diesels of New York event. Obviously, you guys don't know what that is. I'm going to explain. So this event, basically, all these guys they get together in their big trucks and they drive around in circles, smoking their tires for hours on end. And these guys are all pretty bigoted. But it's funny because they don't realize how gay they are. But there's one guy who rigged up his tires to blow purple smoke. I thought I was at a gender reveal for a non-binary kid. These guys swear they're all like so homophobic and they're so straight, but I swear I heard Sabrina Carpenter's Espresso playing at one point. Pretty gay. So, a little more about me. My birthday is actually 9/11, 1998. A lot of people tell me I was the first tragedy. But even if I'm bombing up here right now, it can't be worse than my third birthday, though, right? Too close to home. The funny thing is, though, I have this theory recently. So my brother, Sam, his birthday is the Oklahoma City bombing. My brother Ben, his birthday is the Boston Marathon bombing. So I kind of feel like my mom's pussy is predicting these terrorist attacks. I don't know, guys. I don't know. This is like a dream, dude. I'm doing a comedy show sponsored by a weed brand. I'm living a dream right here. I wish my arresting officer from 12 years ago could see this now. All right, thank you, guys. That has been my time.
Guys, we're like, I think I've decided that we should give out like medals after this show, like for you guys. Because this is like the tough part of comedy, right? We're fucking getting over peaks, valleys, obstacles. There's like weird taser bridges and shit that we're like climbing under. What's gonna shock you? I don't know. What's gonna break your leg? Who knows? I broke my leg. I did. I broke it playing softball, which is embarrassing. The only time I ever had trouble getting into third base was when I tried doing it on an actual baseball field. That was it. That was good. Yeah. I like you guys. I really do. I'm excited. I can't wait to watch some soccer with somebody. Somebody can tell me what. I never played soccer. I wasn't a sport guy. I was the president of the chess club. I was real shit. I played chess. I'm an intellectual, even though for my time this afternoon. Do a lot of thinking. A lot of fuck, that's not right. See, look, we're getting close. I gotta go. We've experienced so much. I love you guys so much. I'm so excited to bring this next comedian. Say, let's clap, let's get an energy, let's feel it. I'm so excited to bring you next comedian on stage. Please keep it going for Monty Mason.
Oh my goodness. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. My parents are from the Caribbean. You never know your parents rule your lives, guys? Your parents rule your life? Your parents are like, you are the main character, your parents are the directors. But some of your parents are M. Night Shyamalan. There goes there's a plot twist. You're like, sorry, there's no tax money. College, sorry. My dad used to come in like my life like a helicopter in a hot LZ. I'd be hearing like with good ass advice. Wear a condom. Thank you, Dad. It's a weird dude having a Caribbean father, man. My dad used to want to do my taxes. He's like, I'll do your taxes, but you did them wrong. It was like a child did them. I got audited. They're like, who the hell is Fee Fi Fo Fum? I was like, I don't know. He's like, what about Eeny Meeny Miny Mo? I said, well, Little Mo got a little problems with it. Yeah, Little Mo. That was weird, man. He used to come in like, he's just weird, man. Your parents do weird stuff to you, man. Your parents give bad relationship advice. You know what I'm talking about. I don't like sheep. Who? Her, the girl. She's right there, Dad. Don't like women. Women are beautiful, but you can't argue with women. Especially black women. You can't argue with them. You can't do it. Try it. Try it. There's like 5 things. It's like open up an African American fortune cookie. She got all these sayings you can't refute. We're like, what is wrong with you? I'm strong, independent woman. What is we doing right now? What is the neck starts doing? What is we doing right now? Why is you talking to me like that? I'm strong. I don't need no man. That's what I'm talking. I don't need no. And you're like, man, why don't you calm your ass down? Wow. Now you're in trouble. Wow. And if she's with any of her friends, they all start coming together. Independent. Beyonce, this, that, the other, this, that, the third, and they all come together like, wow, 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 wow. And you're like, man, I said, just welcome to Chili's. Take your order. They say people don't want to go to places to eat anymore. Women, you want highfalutin places, right? You want to go to Jean-Jean Begaron, La Font. What are you going to do when you get married? You're going to go to Chili's, Cheesecake Factory, or Applebee's. I combine it into one place, Chili Cheesecake Factory. That's the 3 for me. You go there, eat ice cream, but where are you going to go when you get married? Chili Cheesecake Factory. You got these 3 kids you don't like, and man, food good, man. Take that girl someplace nice. I don't like it because I go to my cousin's house and he has like a real ghetto house. Like he's got Rice Krispies on the floor. I'm like, why is there Rice Krispies on the floor? He's like, that's a security system. Every time you walk, snap, crackle, and then I hear them at night, I go pop, pop, pop. Kind of weird place. Like he lives like in Brooklyn somewhere where like, you know when you go to Brooklyn, you get summoned to Brooklyn, like come to Brooklyn, son. Like you come to Brooklyn, okay. I go up to his house in Brooklyn, and he said, yo, I got a parking space for you, man. You see that fire hydrant right next to the mailbox? You put that mailbox over the fire hydrant. That's your personal parking place, son. Brooklyn in the house, oh. I don't like him. You ever walk up like 5 stairs in Brooklyn? Like when the elevator broke? It's like a challenge. It's like Dante's Inferno in reverse. Like some dude standing there, bust around to get by, bust around to get by. And I was like, as I combine on a juke from the mind. Relock, bring it back. Oh, I didn't know you was actually going to use a bust around, bro. Man, go ahead, man, go ahead. Boy, I'm trying to punch those boys in the head. Guys, that's my time. My name's
almost out of here, okay? I literally am only going to bring one other comedian to the stage today. Yeah, right? Like, that's like pretty close to being done, right? Don't you have any separation anxiety or anything? Because I know, like, you know, we've trauma bonded here, like in this hospital situation. So, and that's like, you know, that's how it goes after a while. You guys are like the Wilson volleyball to me in my castaway situation up here. And I appreciate you. Slip away. I didn't mean to bring you down. started out this show, you were like, I don't even know when to fly. but now we're here and you're fucking fully trained. Like I'd let you come do another show. You guys have done it. You've proven yourself. So please put those great hands together. Please let's keep it going for our next comedian. Give it up for David Stickle.
I am worried about Dan. That's concerning. Hi, everybody. My name's Dave. I am bad at sex. I think you guys can kind of tell that right away. I'll let you know, just in case you were curious. I'm terrible at the sex. Here's the thing. I'm 35 and I'm bad at sex. At 35, if I'm dating age appropriately, I have to, I can't offer to blow a woman's back out. Because at 35, that's a legitimate threat. She's like, no way. Tammy, my physical therapist, just got me fixed. Not gonna have to hear a long story about her sciatica problem, a backstory, if you will. Here's the thing. At 35, if I'm going to blow somebody's back out, there's a chance I blow my own back out in the process. That's not a good situation. I date a lot of Latinas. I don't mind. I have a lot of Latino people in my family. Like my uncle is Mexican. I call him Tio, which is uncle for the place. And he calls me Sabrino, which is nephew. Only I'm his white nephew, so he calls me Sabrino Carpenter. But I love dating Latinas. I love it because they call me Papi. It's like, ooh, Papi, Papi. I love being called Papi. My girl, she switched up. She started calling me Burro. All right, I can see who the Latinos are. Burro. I'm like, ooh, burro. Like, what is that? Like, big and strong? Burro means donkey, everybody. She's not talking about at all, actually. No. Energy. No. So I was like, babe, burro, what the fuck? And she goes, well, we were watching Shrek the other day. And like the donkey in Shrek, you don't shut the fuck up. That hurts my feelings, guys. So I was like, all right, babe, well, you know what? Let's make it work. Let's figure out a way to make this work. And she goes, all right, babe, I want to try bondage. Now, I'm bad at sex. I don't know what that means. I think she wants to take out a loan in the Old West. Which is fine, so I have to Google it, right? And I'm like, babe, what does this mean? She goes, David, I want to be tied down. I want to be restrained. I want to feel powerless physically. That'll turn me on. I said, that's interesting, because when I'm with you, I feel tied down, restrained, and powerless emotionally. And that turns me on, guys. Freak like that. So I was like, babe, give me a week. I'll check the internet. There's a lot of stuff on the internet. I don't know if you guys know that. There's a ton out there. So a week goes by, and this is what I came up with. It's my first time, okay, guys? I'm so nervous, but this is where we are. I need y'all to visualize this with me, okay? She's got a blindfold on her eyes like this. Her wrists are tied together with a belt like this. She wanted this, by the way. I'm not. So her wrists are tied together like this, and her wrists are behind her knees like this. She's hog-tied with her face in the carpet and the ass pointing up at me. Can we all see this? Yeah, nods, yes, yeah. It's hog-tied with the face in the carpet and ass pointing up at me. And I'm so nervous, guys. It's my first time. I don't know what to do. I've actually done something. Little floppy poppy situation going on here. I'm nervous. I don't know what to do. She yells up from the floor. She goes, hit me. Hit me. Oh my goodness. And then, in hindsight, literally, she meant smack her on the ass. But I panicked. I didn't know what to do, so I just go, come here. I kick her, right? And she kind of topples over. She realizes something. I've completely botched this situation, guys. I don't know what to do. I had to think fast. I was like, women like it when you say dirty things to them, when you start mean towards them. So I rolled with it, I pulled off the blindfold, I looked her dead in the face, and I go, who's the burro now? She broke the belt and beat my ass, friends. It's not a good situation. I approve of interracial couples. I think it's great. My sister is Caucasian, and my brother-in-law is Puerto Rican, and they're doing it wrong. I think because they have a child together, and she's too Caucasian to raise that kid. It's true, right? That kid is 3 years old, already way smoother than she is. You know what I mean? Being tricked by the first Latino man is how she made the second Latino man. But she was trying to get him to get his shoes on the other day, and she finally cornered him. She's like, "I got you," and he goes, "Salsa's out of the way." She came out of her shoes, guys. All right, that's my time. Thank you very much. Give it up again.
That was it. That was it. You guys all came out. We did the comedy show. It happened. You guys were amazing. Like I've been in front of a lot of audiences. Okay. Since I was young, I want to say you guys were really fucking awesome. Like literally, I didn't see any of